I want to play video games.
Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Watch out. Watch out. Here's Moosey.
Hey all, how's it going? My hair's a little wet. I just got out of the shower. I had super late boxing today. One of my friends was interested in going, and this was the only time he could go. So I worked this morning, and then Monday morning's usually when I have like my private session. But I couldn't do it, so I figured, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go at nighttime. We'll just start the stream a little bit later. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. Welcome, welcome. We didn't get to do as many streams last week as I wanted because it turns out last week, even though January is normally exceptionally slow for me, last week I worked every single day. Well, I worked 6 days last week. I worked Monday through Saturday. And then I had yesterday off and I worked today. Yesterday was kind of just a day to like clean and do laundry and stuff. I got all of the scores updated on the DXBL. So everything is good to go in the spreadsheet there. I will share that in a sec. I really just quickly, I want to talk about the DXBL because we have the Deluxe Cup coming up, beginning of March. Hey, Jetstein, thank you for the sub. And GoPause as well, thank you for the sub as well. I am going to be completely honest. I guess I should start recording. I'm going to be completely honest. This DXBL was way too ambitious. There's way too much stuff going on in it. There's far too many entrants. I don't think it's going to play out the way I envisioned it. I literally have 330 monsters in this league. It's too many. And more than anything else, I feel like it's kind of unfair to people who entered one monster and then they have to wait 9 weeks to see their monster play again, right? The DXBL that spanned 3 years. Yeah. Realistically, so here's what happened. I wanted this year's DXBL to be analogous in some sense to the original Monster Rancher Battle League. If you weren't around for the emulator days, Monster Rancher Battle League was a format where you started off and you had extremely like prohibitive stat cap. You started in rank D. And you had like, you couldn't go over 400 on any stat, you couldn't get any special techs, nothing like that. And then if you won, you had to take that same monster and continue raising it. So you needed to also keep its lifespan in check. And then if it got top 2 in any tournament, it advanced to rank C. And then the stats got a little bit more lenient. And then in rank B, you could get special techs, and then you could start doing tech deletion. And then in rank A, you could delete more techs, and they got more lenient. And then rank S, you would have these like ultra hyper optimized builds. But it was there wasn't a lot of like newcomers in the league, right? There's a couple of players who weren't like super intense and super try hard. But it was not a beginner-friendly format. It was a format for freaks, right? Hey, GoPause with the 5 gifted. Very kind of you. So it was like you had to take the same monster and you had to optimize its stats, including like, you know, oh, should I like maybe like lower its lifespan here to get like the bad-natured stress bonus, and knowing that I have to raise it again later. Like how many weeks should I like spend doing this? And so then like, oh, I advance. Okay, I got to take the same monster. I got to keep going. And that's why you saw stuff like the 21-year-old mock that JP made, because that was the only way he could make that monster work. And because he went from like a mixed attacker to just pure intelligence once he was able to get rid of headbutt. Just banana it for 20 years. That's literally what he did, yeah. But I wanted something that was kind of similar to that, like a long-standing... you can like climb the ladder type of league, and it was just I should have capped it, but I didn't want to cap it. I didn't want people to feel like, oh, I can't enter this thing, right? But it's basically ending up being kind of the same thing, where it's still kind of prohibitive and not everyone can enter because they just have to wait so long before they see their monsters fight. So I think we are going to cut our losses on this. We're going to finish off, everyone's monster is going to fight, and then we're going to have a kind of playoffs that lasts a couple of weeks. But the whole like ongoing league thing, I think, is kind of dead in the water, and I'm going to have to rejig it. And once I explain how the Deluxe Cup works, which will be tomorrow, we will be opening registration for the Deluxe Cup and stuff like that. DXBL 5 or 4.5 or whatever will be using the same stat caps and the same format as the Deluxe Cup. It will be one format. It's not heavyweight, lightweight, middleweight. It's none of those. It's a brand new thing, and by brand new thing, I mean a thing that we used to do like 6 years ago that we haven't done in quite a while. But I feel bad because there's people who are like, oh, I'm so excited, I want to play, and then they gotta wait like 6 weeks or 8 weeks for their monster to show up, right? Like, that's kind of stupid. It's, if I was able to stream every night, and if I liked Monster Rancher a lot more than I do, like, I love Monster Rancher, but this is like the only way this format could work is if I could sustain a stream doing this 5 days a week, right? One, I don't have enough time to do that. Two, you guys don't give a shit. Like, you guys don't care enough, and that's fine. That's not like a fault of yours, because I certainly wouldn't care enough either. That's too much Monster Rancher. We would be fatigued for sure. We have these like ebbs and flows of tournaments in the community where people, everybody at the same time is like, there's not enough tournaments, I'm going to run my own tournament. And then everyone runs tournaments, and then it's like, oh God, all our viewership's really, really bad. And like everybody's like, oh, I don't want to stream to like 6 people. I got more entrants than I got viewers. And then everyone stops running tournaments again because it's demoralizing, right? And so it ebbs and flows like that. And I feel like if I ran this the way it needed to be ran, that would happen, right? It would just be boring after a certain point. Software is a new monster for the next season DXBL format? Yes, you will. It's not lightweight, it's not heavyweight. Big shocker, it's middleweight. Welterweight only, baby. Cruiserweight. Oh, shit. League of over 300 sounds like it needs a full team to manage. Yeah, and I had actually debated handing off duties to other people to be like, do you want to stream a DXBL night? I know Goat said he was interested in some other stuff, but it's just too much. And I don't know. I don't want to have to manage anybody. That's what it comes down to. I already have too much on my plate. I don't want to have to be like, is this person doing a good job? Right? Yeah, the beginner invitational, I didn't see the rules, but I noticed everyone had exact stat caps. So were they allowed to just like plug their stats into like the the calculator or something? Because the shit looked genned as hell. It was super fun though. If you guys don't know, there was a beginner tournament completely outside of our community. It was just a bunch of friends, and super fun. There's a clip on Blue Sky of an ape winning the reverse 3-0. So he was down 2-0, and then the ape wins by hitting walk up grab throw at 15% 3 times in a row to win. Basically welterweight with mixed attacker rules and 150 drop. Interesting. That's too complicated. Mine is going to be very beginner friendly. That's also beginner friendly, but like mine's going to be very, very beginner friendly. It's going to be extremely easy to understand. Gen their mons into the mem cards. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured it was like just to put it all on the same mem card so people didn't have to worry about that. But yes, I'm excited. DXBL, it's not over yet. It will probably wrap up around the same time that the Deluxe Cup happens, which is first week of March. And then we will take a little bit of time. We'll play around with the new format a little bit, and then we're gonna do some tournaments like that. And I kind of want to do this format that I'm trying right now, but like the ladder format, the Donson, like ladder tiers, like you get mastery points for depending on how you do. But I want it to be, I want to go back to regular ass tournaments. Like I like the Swiss, I like that everyone gets to fight 3 times, but there's no stakes really, right? There's week to week stakes, or it's like, oh, if like I didn't do well last week, so I need to do well this week. But like that's so hard for people to keep track of, and it's so hard to keep people engaged because it's just like the last round is like, okay, you got a bunch of monsters who went 2-0. You got a bunch of monsters who went 0-2, and then the rest of it, like, nobody really cares. So, you know, we tried. It was an experiment, and I am not one to say that I've never tried anything, and, you know, it was ambitious. It was ambitious, and I don't think it really worked out the way I wanted it to. But, you know, we're going to cut our losses a little bit, and we're going to give people a chance to make some new monsters, and, you know, no harm, no foul. Just, we're chilling. But, yeah, we're going to finish off. Basically, the way this is going to work. We're going to finish off the rest of the heavyweights, and then we're going to start a elimination tournament format going forward for the DXBL. So basically, rank B, rank C, rank D are set, and then we're going to have 1 round of Swiss for each of the ranks. If you go 0-3, your monster's eliminated. And then that's it. Thank you for coming out. That's it for the season. And then we're going to do 2 additional tournaments after that. We're going to do like a regular double elim, and then we'll do a top cut at 16. And then we're going to do another double elim with the top 16, and that'll be the final playoffs. Monster's about to get dropped, maybe. Have you ever tried playing around with something like you all get a 600, 2 400s, 2 250s, and a 100? Roll, pick them on, and pick which stats, get which number for a smaller project of sorts? Do I just explain what the... I'm going to talk about it tomorrow as well, but the way the Deluxe Cup is going to work is a format that we used to do pretty often that we haven't done in many, many moons until like the 246 format, sort of, called stat blocks. And the way stat blocks works is you assign each stat. You're given 6 quantities, 6 totals, and you have to assign those to each of your stats. So you have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 600. And then you decide which stat you want to be 600, which stat you want to be 500, which stat you want to be 400, yada, 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 all the way down. So that's the way this year's Deluxe Cup is going to work. You can start making your monsters now if you want, but that will be the format of the Deluxe Cup. It'll be officially announced tomorrow. We'll have the sign-up forms and all of that. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and 600. No caps on like speed or defense or anything like that. You can do whatever you want. And yeah. Are there any VODs of those old tourneys? Who would have run them? Abeth, I think, might have. I don't know who else. Oh, the Olympics, the Monster Rancher Olympics was a stat block tournament run by Engine. That's a good place to get a lot of info on that. So, I mean, we can only enter 1 for Deluxe Cup, yeah. Able to do a small tourney with the More Monsters mod? What if we did a big tourney with the More Monsters mod? That's the second rule of the Deluxe Cup this year. We are using the More Monsters mod for it. So, super excited about that. But again, all this will be like announced in full tomorrow. All the rules and all that will be uploaded and you'll be able to sign up. But yeah, you are not limited to regular Monster Rancher monsters. You can use the More Monsters mod monsters. So I'm pretty excited about that. I already know what I'm going to enter. I'm going to enter one of my boys, one of the guys I made. I got an idea for a really funny build. Because that's where we're about right now, right? We're making funny builds now. Hopper Jill, nah. I am going to enter Jel Durahan. Very interested, someone who doesn't even know that mod. So, just as a heads up, you don't need the mod installed. Only I need the mod installed. And then if you want to use a monster, the More Monsters mod is a community project spearheaded by Archbishop Dave. And basically the goal is to add every missing subbreed, like every combination of monster that isn't currently in Monster Rancher 2 into Monster Rancher 2 DX. So like I made like a Plant Dragon. I made Hanger Duckin, Nighton Duckin, Jill Hopper, Jel Durahan, Arrowhead Worm, bunch of stuff. I think that might be it. Color Pandora, Mr. Beast. Don't worry about that one. But yeah, so you don't need that. You can just use a regular ass monster. It'll work fine. But if you do play on Steam, you are able to enter a More Monsters monster. And just draw monster combinations of all the games we used to play. Hell yeah. It's one of the coolest bits about Monster Rancher. It's just like the ability to like crossbreed the stuff. Eugenics are fun. Anyway, let's get into it. Today, we are doing, at minimum, the remainder of the rank D monsters in heavyweight. So, right now, it's just 15 monsters. It should be pretty quick. And then if we have time, maybe we'll run a second small bracket for like rank C middle heavyweight or something like that. So if we don't have the mod but want to use Color Pandora Raki, can we say we want to use Color Pandora Raki? Will it be gen for us or we shit out of luck? I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to answer that. Because if it's too much, too many people want to do that, then it's going to be difficult for me. Because I just straight up don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do it for everybody. If other people are willing to help me out, then maybe we can make it happen. But like, weird. I get what you're saying. It's kind of a casualty of society. Never want to fall in line, be a victim of authority. It's kind of a casualty of the format, I suppose, but nothing's perfect. Nobody's perfect, you know? Just get the mod. If he's on Switch, he can't get the mod. So, incredibly unhelpful advice. Rip Switch players? Yeah. Just buy a whole ass PC. You want to spend minimum like $600 to play Monster Rancher? Okay. So, I do have to throw one of my guys in here. I'm going to throw one of my weaker rank or heavyweight monsters in. So it's not just like getting rolled by Powerman 2997 or some shit. Also really don't like messing with mods. It's fine. You can just do whatever. You don't have to enter it. I'm sure there's a monster you will enjoy that's already in game. It's not like you're like at a super big disadvantage. There's not a lot of like crazy metal nerd subbreeds added that like really fuck up balance. There's stuff like Gaboo has a metal nerd subbreed, Beaclon has a metal nerd subbreed. I don't know if either of those monsters get enough out of it for it to matter. They'd be better than what's currently available, but like you go from like low mid to like high mid maybe. The techs are the main issue. I don't think there's anybody who gets like an extremely... Oh shit, all my stuff just closed. What the hell? I don't think there's any monster that like gets exceptionally better through the More Monsters mod right now. Link for going to be in the submission form? Yeah. Yeah, everything will be set up, so you just have to click on the link. Yeah, right, Monusaur is the best kid, only realize much later you're totally staking the house on the wrong suit of cards. Oh yeah. I remember when I found out that you could just raise power and skill, and like as long as you swung on frame 1, you were a god. Because I had my best monster until I was like, you know, 12 or something, was a centaur with 400 skill and 400 power, and it would just like in PV or AI versus AI battles, it would just swing Rush Slash on frame 1 and like one shot every other monster I had, and I was like, oh, this is broken. What are you supposed to do? Arrowhead Phoenix can really claim they can be much better. How is Arrowhead Phoenix any better? Phoenix has like what, a 14 guts rate? Oh, Arrowhead and Phoenix? What did they get? Is there Metal Nerd subs for both of them? Do that with your first Centaur? I mean, min-maxing. Anyway, let's see what we got. First up, we got No Fly Zone and Bombird. They can get... Okay. Okay, it's not that one. The original Bombardier. So I guess I can talk about what my idea for the really goofy gel is. I'm thinking of doing a low life, high defense, heal and drain build because it would be really, really funny. Don't need any intelligence for pyramid to work. It scales off intelligence, but it's only like the last like 10% or something. So, you know, if I have like 300 life and I use pyramid, there's a good chance I'm going back to full health regardless. Blood suction would be great as long as it hits. So maybe like max skill, bunch of defense, bunch of power, the rest of it's whatever. Be kind of funny. Anyway, we don't have many monsters, so we are going to do predictions for everything here. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? We got big ass tank and we got oh shit, nuke duck. Oh my god. Tiana got a bunch of poppies from something with bacon. I don't know, they gave it to us as like a promotional thing. And I don't know how I feel about them. They're okay. They're fine. Kind of makes my teeth feel weird. Everything could be good on paper until you get hit by XCOM RNG where 92 consistently misses 9 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10 times, it misses every time. All right. What do we got? 82% on Bombird. The Bombird. 2 missiles. Ironically, one of the weakest intelligence techs he has that's not a withering tech. Oh no, he's flutter slapping. The fly swatter. Also, did you guys see the new the Nuzlocke vid? Nuzlocke finale came out today. The big fly swatter. They're both in it. Next hit wins. 2 missiles. Exploded. Yeah, 2 missiles does less than 1 missile. Explain that to your god. The big whip misses. Another explosion. He's in it though. Another bomb. Kind of hard. Bomb does a lot of damage, man. What are you going to do about that? Alright. So, Bombird wins. Sexhaver and Astroman DX up next. That's 3x. No betting? Yeah, bets were live. Okay, so that goes to the duck. Prediction is live. Who do you like? Get your bets in. Get your bets in. We got the base. It's the same thing, folks. Undine not as like nukey as the duck, though. Did it all for the nukie. I found your channel because of Nuzlocke runs? Hell yeah. So cool to find your channel from that video and be here for the finale season 2. Sick. Yeah, it was. I'm still like tilted that like season 1 ended the way it did. Very, very unfortunate. People got like legitimately mad at me. 87% on Sexhaver. Let's go. What's her name? It's written on the tin, brother. But with that forehead, I don't know. Hit with the splash. No guts. No guts, no balls. Water cannon, big explosion to finish it off. Sexhaver gonna win it. Game number 2, here we go. Big ice arrow. Astroman is not out of it. Goes for the jumping stab. She dodges. Another one. Hits the second one. Good crit on that. But the guts deficit is going to stop him from getting the kill. The double arrow. He's angry. He can win it here. They both can. Another icicle arrow. 99% chance to hit. He's not getting out of the way. Does Tiana play Monster Engine? No. No, she does not. When we first started dating, and here's how wonderful she is. When we first started dating, she had a DS and a spare DS. with 2 pirate cards, and like the ROM cart that you could just download shit onto. And she downloaded Monster Rancher DS because she was interested in learning about it, because I love Monster Rancher, obviously, and I'd never played Monster Rancher DS. So I was like, this would be really cool. We could both play. And I think she played it for like 3 hours and was like, this isn't for me. But like, good on her, man, because the game is not for a lot of people. That was the first and last time I played Monster Rancher DS. I didn't play much longer than she did, to be completely fair. It's not a very good game. Prediction is live. Monster Rancher DS has so many like weird choices. Like, one of the biggest issues in the game for me is that everything kind of feels the same. Like, there's no like personality in the monsters, and the big reason for that is there's only 4 variables for guts cost for attacks. Everything costs like 16, 24, 32, 48. And that's it. So there's like no room to like, you know, make something a little bit stronger, make it a little bit more expensive, make something a tiny bit weaker, make it a little bit less expensive, like to like shape a monster's personality and their attacks. Everything's pretty standardized and kind of dumb. I think the graphics are the biggest charm for me. It's a comfy game. I like the graphics. I think they're okay. I think they look better on a CRT. As much as, like, this is a big thing that Fenric and I disagree on. He really likes the upscaled textures because he's like, there's so much detail you can see in this. And he's not wrong. But going back to playing on a CRT where it's not a perfect 3:4, it's like kind of squished, like the pixels aren't square, and it looks really nice. There's like a depth to it that's missing in this like upscaled version. Looks amazing for their era. I don't know if I would say amazing. I don't think the graphics are like incredible, but I do think the animations and like the cinematography and the camera work is like fundamentally one of the best like examples of it on the entire console. I've streamed me playing Monster Rancher to people who are like, what a dumb game at hour 0, and pretty much turned to those dads who say they don't want to hit in 3 hours into the stream. People who like see a game like this and are like, this is stupid, also spend like 90 hours a week playing Teamfight Tactics. So like, they're not someone you have to like listen to. A lot of PS1 games were very blocky. It has more depth than FF7. It also came out 2 years after FF7. PS1 is like leaps and bounds difference between 97 and 99. Most people who like, lots of people don't like games like this. That's totally fine. But a lot of people who will dismiss a game like this off the rip are people who don't play games because they're fun. They play games to get back to a lobby after the game said they won or lost. Like, that's their main goal, is to queue up the next game. They don't give a shit about having fun. They don't give a shit about, like, playing anything. They either want to, you know, get the high of the win and chill in the lobby and, like, flexing on, like, I can't believe I did that, I pulled that out. Or they want to stew in their, like, my fucking teammates, how the hell did I lose? Fuck that. I was so unlucky. Game's so unfair. That's why they're playing games. Because both of those hit dopamine receptors. They don't play because they enjoy chilling and like playing games, you know? I enjoy both. I'm the same way. I'm extremely competitive. I gotta fucking take the mod off. I'm never gonna remember to take the mod off, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't love this this card I made. This card is so good. He's so smiley. Look at his face. He's like, meh. Oh, I love him. I love Jill Hopper. Yeah, prediction is live. Wants to turn into a trash panda? Sorry. So this is over Gormfield. Whatever his name is, the... Oh, what is his name? Jill Cato. Bengal, thank you. The Gorm. I don't know. And the reason I can like be so flippant and dismissive of that is because that was me in a past life, and it's kind of me now still. And realizing that like I haven't been able to like switch that off my brain has like stopped me from playing a lot of like competitive fighters, right? Having the More Monsters mod, it's still going. It's just slowed down a lot because, you know, the initial rush wore off. We got like 300 or like 200 monsters in like the first 3 weeks, and then we've gotten like 50 monsters since then, but people are still slowly working on it. Hey, Takablade. New specimen, sorta. This is a monster I made. It's just skinned right now, but the More Monsters mod that people have been working on will allow him to be generated at the shrine as a new monster with the exact stats that you would expect to see from a Jill Hopper mix. So pretty cool. Okay, 58-42 in favor of me, myself, and I. A big miss. Don't want too straight. Love to see the 0 damage. Spiral Rush, big miss. Giant Whip, big miss. Big Grem swinging and missing. I love that his Ice Wave has stripes too. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but neither does like the P Wave, I suppose. 2 seconds left for Big Grem to do something. Kamikaze at 69. Big damage. Intelligence Jill is an interesting choice. It's kind of tough because, you know, you can't cover up slot 2. But his intelligence techs are actually really good. Ooh, huge damage on the Spiral Rush. Big crit there. Ice Wave, 33%. He's still swinging it. PS1 or DX? This is DX. Speaking of swinging, can I swing it? Yes, you can. Okay. Me, myself wins. Next up, we got Can It Run Doom and Prezioso. I think Prezioso was not uploaded last time. I hope he's uploaded this time. Hey, he's up. You left a comment out training method for errantry where you lose less weeks and miscalculated. I wasn't counting in the weeks of rest. Turns out it only gives a total of 9 weeks lifespan versus the 10 weeks doing it the first week of the month. So, I saw you post that. I think it matters entirely on... So, everybody who's, like, not sure what the hell I'm talking about. Techblade mentioned that he thought he found a method of losing fewer weeks of lifespan on errantry by going not on the first week, but on a second week, and then using the... what do you call it? Using the month rollover mid errantry to get the stress reduction from Gemini pots, and it would result in fewer weeks being lost because you would get the Gemini pod boost at like a more preferable time instead of at the end once you've like bled out all 4 weeks in a row. I haven't tested it, but I think it probably depends on how many Gemini pots you have. If you have like 6 Gemini pots or 7 Gemini pots, I can't imagine it's better. If you had like 12 or something, I could see it being better. But you also need to like rest an additional week, so you lose some there. It probably ends up being pretty close. Use the planner and set it to 0 and 4. Interesting. Well, I don't know. I've never tried it. I'm not the one to be like, oh, that's wrong because it's a thing I've never done. And just like, oh, you know, an idea is not worthy just because it's tenacious, you know? There's always room for improvement sometimes. Sometimes there is always room for improvement. It's something I would be interested in looking into a little bit more, though. Okay, 54-46 on Can It Run Doom. Can It Run Doom, a little punch, 97 damage. The hopper combo, miss. Hammer fall, big damage. Prezioso misses! I was about to say can't dodge anything, but then we see the 99 miss and a huge jump low comes out. He's got power, though. A jab miss. Power runs out. You post boxing videos? I kind of don't want to. I've debated it, but my biggest issue is I don't know if I have the mentality to deal with the type of people that boxing videos attracts, you know? Those people are fucking crazy, and they're also like some of the dumbest people who have like ever existed. I'm not good at not reading the comments, is all I'm gonna say, and that would certainly be a thing I would have to not read the comments for. The big thing, oh my god, the flick combo opener, huge damage. The thing I've like compared it to is you think about how like people do like the armchair quarterback, like, oh, you should have run this play, they should have done that, what's the coach doing? I know better than this. Those people have at least played football, right? They may not be experts, they may not know what the fuck they're talking about, but they've at least played the game before. People are just as confident about fighting when they've never been in a fight, which is the crazy part. It's like, I don't think I'm a better coach than fucking, I don't know, like Belichick or whatever, right? I'm not going to be like, oh, he should have done this. I've never coached football. I've barely ever played football. I've never played high school football. I've only ever played like casually with friends and shit. Their boxing experience watching Joe Rogan talk about UFC, that's exactly it. They follow influencers who know what they're talking about to a certain degree. And like Joe Rogan's not an expert on boxing. He never boxed in his life. He's a Taekwondo guy. But he knows significantly more than, you know, 99.9% of the population does. But they see him as like, you know, an authority figure. You don't have to hand it to ISIL, you know? In retraction of my previous statements, you don't have to hand it to him. Snow Day and Jazzy made up next. But it's just like, I can't... I would want to correct everybody. That's my problem, right? I would want to correct everybody. And that's one, stupid of me. It's a personal failing I have. And I don't know. I don't know if I have the mentality for it. Boss Rutin's different. Jazzy Made not online? Who made Jazzy Made? I didn't tell them it was going to be online, but I did say yesterday that DXBL, what do you say? DXBL was going to be live today. Alright, let's do Mr. Shoehart and She-Doer up next. Who made Jazzy Made? Well, let's figure this out, and then someone at them. Okay, I guess I could do it. Share them with you guys? I could do that, I suppose. Seems like a lot of work to, like, edit a video together, though. Okay, DXBL, more responses. Go Gators. Okay, so that means that he might not have She-Doer up either. Okay, I am going to add him real quick. Because I saw him talking earlier. I had a fight intro opening theme, what song would it be? I've thought about this a lot. I've thought about it a lot. And it's embarrassing how much I've thought about it. Because it doesn't matter how good the song is. It needs to be specific for the walkout, you know? Here's my top 3. Right now, my top 3. Rookie by Boy Sets Fire. Return to Strength by Terror. And, you know, to be fucking nerdy as hell, we could do Hekirek by the Epo 2 opening. I think all 3 of those would be sick as hell. Go listen to them. Stop the stream right now and go listen to them. Anyway, so both of those monsters are holding us up a little bit. It's not that embarrassing. Oh, it is, but like it makes sense that you would care about it. Command for the standings? Oh, I don't have it. Rookie's a fucking banger. It's so sick. It's so sick. I honestly think like the intro, the foundations to Burn would be really, really good, but when the vocals come in, it's way too soft. Like the energy just drops off. But the bam ba bam da 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 bam ba bam da da bam ba bam. It'd be so fucking sick. But I think Rookie's the better song anyway. The problem with Rookie is that it is an extremely self-defeating song. Like if you listen to the lyrics, it is incredibly like he's down on himself big time. I don't have a command for the standings yet. I guess I can make one while we're waiting. See if Go Gators gets back to me. Let me make a standings right now. Release the dogs. That'd be sick. That I think Boy Sets Fire is like the closest to like a true butt rock band that I really like. Because they got a lot of songs that are just like this could be like a Fuel song. Like fucking what is like what's the Battery song? I forget the name of it. All we ever want, all we ever need. Sorrow. Okay, standings. White Wedding Dress, same thing. They're very butt rock. They're maybe the most butt rock post rock or post hardcore band. And there's a couple of them. it's the tight category. Okay, I'm looking for my standings. Check out the DXBL for standings here. Bum, 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 bum. So if you're just tuning in, we're killing a little bit of time. We're waiting for someone to try and upload their monsters real quick before we move on. Earlier stuff feels a lot more hardcore, but for sure they get butt rock. Yeah. The first album is way more post-hardcore, and the rest of it is much more like, we're trying to make money on this. What's big right now? It calls me from the cold, just when I was low, or feeling short of stable. Let's do that. Standings. Exclamation mark standings. There you go. He says that life is for fools who fall behind. It's almost like it's kind of got like a Tool, or not Tool, like a Fuel voice kind of vibe with like, I don't know, all those bands sound the same. Snapcase kind of did the same thing too. Snapcase became like really like butt rock. Jesus built my hot rod by Ministry. That'd be sick. What happened to Snapcase, man? Me and Sandwich talking about this shit. Everyone else is like, I don't listen to hardcore. I don't know what the hell these freaks are talking about. Okay, so what can we do? Do I have anything left? Okay, either way, I gotta do Predator versus the Moose Surprise, so we can move on. I don't really hate butt rock on principle. Like, I know it's like such an easy thing for people to like talk shit about. Oh, it's Zach. But like, I will say, Flat on the Floor by Nickelback is on my workout playlist. Do I think it's like a 10 out of 10 song? No. The bridge isn't even sung in tune. For whatever reason, he's like a quarter step down. Like, it sounds fucking insane, like, that they just, like, let it be on an album. But it goes hard. Can we define butt rock? Nickelback, Creed, Fuel, Hinder, Saliva. Saliva's kind of nu metal-y, but, like, it's still butt rocky. Butt rock is any song you hesitate to actually recommend to anyone? Maybe, but I think it also kind of falls into that same kind of category. What the radio calls soft rock? I would say it's what the radio calls hard rock. 3 Days Grace, My Darkest Days. That's more of a Canadian rip. I don't know if anyone in the States actually knows them. Anyway, okay, what is our crappy... Nick Ribcage? We go Nick Ribcage, let's go. Everclear is what I was thinking. Everclear is more alt, yeah. Seether, yeah. Gotta be Nick Ribcage, yeah. Three Doors Down, King of Butt Rock, yeah. And they're also, like, extremely shitty. Like, people. So that's... What's the other one? It's been a while since I can Stained. Hold my head up high. I like a lot of stuff that's like kind of tangentially butt rock. Like I really like Open Hand. If you guys ever heard Open Hand, Prediction is Live. Bare Naked Ladies butt rock? No, they're just butt. It's been. Welcome to the old apartment. This is where we used to live. That's a really good karaoke song. Why did they paint the walls? Why did they clean the floors? Why did they plaster over the hole I punched in the door? This is where we used to live. How is the neighbor downstairs? How is her temper this year? I turned on the TV and stomped on the floor just for fun. Dum bum bum. It's one of my favorite BNL songs. I think it's their best, for sure. Goo Goo Dolls Ultimate Ladies Butt Rock. Goo Goo Dolls is another band. Their first album is like fucking... It's not sick. It kind of sucks. But it's got a couple of really, really good songs on it. Like heavier songs. And it's like... I cannot believe this is the band that wrote fucking January Friend. which might be the worst song I've ever heard in my life. 60% on Predator. You guys gotta, if you guys are like, I know Iris and I know Name and Slide, you guys gotta listen a Long Way Down. Because that's like an actual banger. That song's sick. There's a reason no one can name a Goo Goo Dolls song. Iris is like maybe like a top 10 biggest song of all time. Okay. Yeah, nobody knows the Goo Goo Dolls. 1 second. Let's see how many plays it's got on Spotify. Also, Ghost Raven, how are you doing? Long time no see. Alright, we gotta get an exact number here while this fight is happening. Okay, Iris has 3 billion plays. Yeah, a little known band. That's so many fucking plays, man. Anyway, Predator barely wins that one. Oh my god. Must have listened to movie OSTs and Fatboy Slim, Paul Oakenfold. Fatboy Slim's sick. I love Big Beat. I.e., I named a monster Big Beat. Goo Goo Dolls have a couple of like pretty good songs. Especially like, as much as like it's really easy to like be like, oh, they're like saccharine ballad bullshit. Like Black Balloon's pretty solid. Long Way Down is like legitimately good though, and it's not a ballad. It fucking goes. Because they kind of suck. No, they like extremely suck. You're not wrong for saying it. I can't get him to respond. I don't want to give him the losses though. Okay, whatever. Well, they're not losses per se. So we're gonna do this. Jazzy Maid and She Doer gotta, or sorry, Snow Day and Mr. Shoeheart have to fight. Mr. Shoeheart and Snow Day. We tried. We gave him some time. I'm gonna just have to remember to put in these results immediately after the stream ends, or else I'm gonna forget that Jazzy Maid and She Doer weren't actually in the tournament. Okay, prediction is live. Do I like They Might Be Giants? I don't know a ton of songs by them. I don't know full albums. I know like the hits. I know Anna Ang. I know Birdhouse in Your Soul. I know Dr. Worm. I know the Mesopotamians. Anna Ang's a really good song. Dr. Worm's the best song. He can play the drums though. 79% on Mr. Shoeheart. Here we go. Damn, a big ice wave, double ice wave? Tried it again, it missed the second time. You do with a hug? Yeah, he looks real sad. The big grab throw, he gets it. Apollo 18 was the first album I bought with my own money from the record store. First album I bought with my own money from the record store. It was 2 albums back to back. I went one week and I went the other week, and I don't remember which was which for first, but it was Linkin Park's Meteora and AFI's Sing the Sorrow. Do I know Korn? Yeah. I know who Korn is. I don't know a lot of their songs though. Just go. I can't fucking do the scatting. I don't even know why I pretended like I could. Okay, Mr. Shoehart with the big 2-0. Alright, last chance. Let me still... Okay, they're up. Beautiful. Okay, so this didn't count at all. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We're still gonna pay out. But it wasn't a real fight. Gotta pretend there's like something stuck in your throat, kinda. I don't know how he does it, man. It's crazy. It's like, it's legitimately impressive. It's like the... What's that band? Skindred. How does he sound like that, man? Skindred is like a reggae nu metal band. And the singer is fucking crazy. Not really my favorite style of music. But... Real recognize real, baby. Like, that... I don't know how you do that with your voice. Okay. Prediction is live. I saw we come to take over. I can't do the accent for obvious reasons. I thought about this once. It came on like randomly on Spotify in the car the other day, and I was like, this would be a sick karaoke song if I just did it with like a straight white guy accent. I say we come to take over. MC, you better look over your shoulder. Nobody gets out of this here pit alive. Nobody gets out. But then he does the fucking scat breakdown. Oh my god. That'd be so funny. You guys gotta listen to the song if you don't know what I'm talking about. That shit would kill if you knew what I was talking about. Just like overpronounce everything, kind of like the Dave Chappelle white guy voice. I saw we come to take over. Okay. 41% on Snow Day, 59% on Jazzy Made. I saw a funny YouTube clip of Dave Grohl screaming versus how people talk about screaming now. Well, one of them ruins your voice and one doesn't. The song is Nobody by Skindred. When me and my brother were 8 and 9, our neighbor had a gift away box of his old CDs, gave them to our household unless we found Meshuggah back then. Hell yeah. Alright, Snow Day with the win. Game number 2, here we go. The thing is, screaming the way Dave Grohl screams, and like, the traditional like hardcore scream is, there's no safe way to do it. Like, you just completely fuck up your voice doing it. Snow Day with the double Ice Wave kill? Holy moly. Is there Joker Galley in MMM? Perfect chance to make Price Master? I don't know if there is yet. Big damage, yeah. Okay, Snow Day with the win. Mr. Shoehart and Shidu are up next. He kind of, like, the Price Master kind of does look like the Monster Farm line Joker Galley. Yeah, we've seen Price Master. It's like a running gag on the channel. I haven't made it a sound effect yet. I might make it a channel point redeem. Like, just have him, like, show up $1 million. Damn, I'm sweating, but I'm not even really sweating. I mean, it's a little bit of sweat. But I think it's probably just, like, wet from the shower. Okay, prediction is live. No one needs that much Dr. Pepper. Dude, I love the lady that's like, this is a joke, right? I'm giving you $4. I'm gonna take this. $10 trillion. I'm taking it. I'm taking it for $4. Price Master gave his price, lady. You have to pay what the Price Master says. He didn't get to his lot in life without, you know, earning it. 97% on Mr. Shoehart. People really think this monkey has got it. People don't like the forward golem. The big cycle and miss at 28%. Big grab throw, big smoosh. Kind of a bad matchup for the golem. Kind of like an extremely bad matchup for the golem. But he only does need the one cyclone. 28%, he can make it happen. Grab throw, won't kill. Not even close. He's got a big guts lead. Hits the cyclone. Oh, baby, we're going to game 3. Just like that. Roll assault 28. Oh my god, he's down 50 guts. He didn't take so much extra damage. The roll assault, that should do it. He got. He went for it. Acting like you won't get cycloned. It's a bad mamma jamma. Okay. Mr. Shoehart, gonna take that one. And then Predator beat the Moose Surprise 2-0. We're into round 2. We got Sex Haver versus Predator. What a matchup, man. Oh my god. Just got Monster Hunter 1 2DX recently. I've been playing 2DX. Being able to see like the last 8 weeks of action as a lightsaber. Hell yeah.
Hell right.
Hey, I can't spell. Well, I can't surf. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Two gooey perverts in here. Dude, I saw... Okay. This shit's driving me insane. I keep getting ads for this, and it's probably because I saved the image once. That'll do it. But I gotta show you guys something. They're finding new and exciting ways to get people addicted to random shit. It's fake... It's fake nicotine pouches. But instead of nicotine, it's just pure caffeine. It's like they took like the candy cigarette idea and we're like, what if we just like fucked you up incredibly hard? Sounds grody. I think if you get caught using this in public, someone gets to like put you in a garbage can. It's actually insane. This is like, I don't know, man. Because you can sell this shit to kids, right? That's the market. This is not for like 40-year-olds. I mean, 40-year-olds who don't have like anything going on in their lives are going to get this. They're going to be like, oh, you see that cool new thing where you can like digest like 9 cups of coffee just by putting this pouch in your cheek? But it's for children. Right? Like, because like kids can drink coffee. They shouldn't, but like they're legally allowed to. I'd rather just drink coffee. Yeah, it's a small joy in life. Why would you take that away from me? That's like, I don't know, man. Do you need caffeine that bad that you need it like fucking streamlined into like your veins? I don't know, man. Like you have a problem if you buy this, or you're a child. It's just like cigarellos all over again. I don't know. Gross. Also, root beer flavor. I love root beer, but I cannot think of a less appetizing flavor. Cigarillos are awful, What do you mean? They're fruit flavored. That means they're delicious. Anyway. Had some nicotine pouches to help quit. Well, now you can freebase caffeine. And before all food gets replaced with flavorless nutrition pellets, it's like that. What was that company, Soylent, where they're just like, yeah, we know the bit about Soylent Green being people, and we're gonna use that to our advantage to sell our fucking gruel. It's for people who have eating disorders and don't want to eat. You can eat this slop we made that's got like 3,000 calories in a tiny bowl of oatmeal, and then you don't have to eat for the rest of the day, and you can feel like you're dieting. When really you're like slowly killing yourself mentally, if not physically. Eating's one of the small pleasures we have as people in this fucked up, upside down world. I don't know, man. I just drink beverages if I need caffeine. I enjoy beverages. Yeah, why would you take like the enjoyment aspect out of it? That's what I mean. It's like if you're like seriously, like you have an actual problem. Food for people who are ARF. I don't even know what ARF it is, but no. Soylent was a meal replacement food for people who were too busy to eat. And they're like, you can just like optimize, bro, and just eat our gruel. It gives you nutrients. It's got what plants crave. Anyway, Sex Haver wins. Sex Haver beating the Predator at his own game? Predator's coming out strong. The 2 whips? Okay. Predator whipped the Sex Haver. We're going to a game 3. This is for all the marbles. Sex Haver on the left, Predator on the right. Here we go. A battle for the ages, folks. The 3 cubes, it's over before it began. No, she's got the power, the double damage. It doesn't matter. She got smooshed. No, she didn't. She dodged. The ice arrow comes out of nowhere. The grit, he's got 1 life left. Another cannon. He's done. Sex Haver beat Predator, but at what cost? Anyway, that was a fun last game. Battle was over before Chris Hansen can make his entry. He didn't even get to take a seat. He didn't even get to tell anyone else to take a seat. Now the Sex Haver is the Predator. That's usually how it works. Me, Myself, and I versus Bombird up next. There's this line in like, it's not an old Simpsons episode, but it's like, I don't know, like a season 7 or 8, which I guess is old now. But if you were born in 1990, that's not old. Bit where they meet up with Lindsay Naegle, and Lindsay Naegle is like, they ask her, like, why do you keep changing jobs? Like, we've met you many times, Miss Naegle. And she's like, oh, I'm a sexual predator. And that's the joke. And then it just, like, ends. And then, like, the scene changes or whatever. But, like, was the connotation of that phrase, like, different in the 90s? Was it, like, not as big of a deal? was the implication... Because growing up, the implication to me was that she's changing jobs because she is aggressive sexually. So she's trying to, like, find new people to have sex with. But that's not what the words mean. I think that was the intention. I think that was the intention of the bit. But I don't... like, that's not what the words mean. Prediction is live. She's changing jobs because they find out she's a sex predator. Yeah, it could also just be as basic as that, but it's pretty funny. It's a good joke. That's how I took it. You're probably right. But like as a kid or like as like a teenager, I was like, oh, she's like doing this to like, find more people to prey on. But I also didn't think of predator in the sense of like sex offender. I thought of it in the sense of like sexually aggressive. But no, it's definitely the former. 67% on me, myself, and I. What a line, man. That shit's so funny. You have to play on PC to participate in tourneys? No, you do not. It's open to everybody on PC and Switch. Ever seen the Boondocks bit with Chris Hansen? Probably. It doesn't come to mind immediately. I haven't seen like a ton of Boondocks episodes. It's like I would catch them every now and then at like 2 in the morning. For years I thought the crotch referred to your heart because the Simpsons episode where Homer stabs Dracula burns Lisa's like, Dad, that's his crotch. I have a thing like that from when I was a child where I thought the thing meant the opposite of the thing, but I also can't really explain it because it's Canada only. Like, you guys don't even know what Smarties are. To you, Smarties are like the little like chalk candies, right? In Canada we call those rockets. Me and myself and I with a 2-O, by the way. But Smarties are basically really, really shitty M&Ms. They're like inferior to M&Ms in every way. But we have them in Canada, and in the early 90s, there used to be a theme song. Like, that was when you eat the Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? And then it was like different things. Do you, I don't know, put them in the middle? Do you take them for a pass or whatever? And it just like, the commercial was them doing different things, and like the Smartie turned into a football and he caught the pass or whatever. But I thought last meant first, because I was like, why would you eat the best one last? Why would you not eat it first? The shitty M&Ms, yeah. And so for like, I want to say, not a long time, like maybe a week or two, I remember being like, I eat the orange ones last because they're my favorite. My mom's like, you eat the orange ones first. Those are always the first ones you eat. And I was like, no, I eat them last, like in the commercial. And she's like, no, last means the opposite of what you think it means. And I was like, oh, okay. But I remember, you know, I was young. I was like 3 or something. And I remember being like 6 or 7, predictions live, by the way, thinking back on that and being so embarrassed. Oh no, how could I not know? I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Like, you never stop being embarrassed of who you were like 3 years ago. Like, I can't think of something mattering less. It's not like I went years thinking it, right? It's just that when you're younger, a week is a much longer period of time. You think about, like, a thing that's always crazy to me is that, like, Crazy Bones to me were like this huge fad that like everybody loved and they like lasted forever. And going through like scrapbooks and photo albums and stuff, they lasted like 7 or 8 months, and that was it. Like, less than a year. They came and went like extremely quickly, but to me it was like the biggest fad I remember outside of Pokemon. Yo-yos came back in a big way. Yeah. And then they went away in a big way. 58% on Body Rocks. I got a Dunkin' Yo-Yo. I got a official wooden Dunkin' Yo-Yo. And then I like the one I got from the dollar store better because the string had a tiny bit of like elastic in it, so it would automatically snap back to your hand. And I'm like, this one's easier. This one's better. Thought for a solid 2 years as a very small child that eggs were carried by roosters and a little skin flap below their chin. That'd be sick if they were, though. Did y'all get school assemblies pitched for like yo-yos and jammers? No. But I do remember going to a school assembly once, and the entire assembly was my 6th grade teacher. Her son was just doing a yo-yo demonstration in front of the whole school. And he was like a year older than me, so he would have been like grade 7. That was the entire thing. They took everybody out of class to watch him do his fucking bit. Which is so funny in retrospect. Like, Why did it matter that much? It wasn't like part of a talent show or anything. It was just the one kid. We had an assembly with some people performing yo-yo tricks back in 1998. They were like yo-yo Harlem Globetrotters. Like on The Simpsons? Hell yeah, it all comes back to The Simpsons, baby. Bunny Rock's gonna take it. I think we're in game 3 now. I think. Anybody watching? Anybody watching any Monster Rancher right now? Want to help me out with this? Thank you. Oh, you were a Yomega guy? No, I was a Duncan guy. The big snowstorm. Form over function, baby. Or form and function over... whatever, the opposite. Function over form. 2-0 for the hair? Okay, 3-0 for the hair, thank you. I'm saying the opposite of what things mean. Mr. Shoehart and Prezioso. Wait, did... yeah, it's not 80. Okay. Yes, and then Prezioso. Don't see this hair breed often? Nope. Oh, I remember the tiny Beyblades. Beyblades were sick, man. I like how people still play it competitively. Okay, prediction is live. Beyblade's got to be about as valid of a competitive game as Monster Rancher is, eh? Like, there's a meta. Some things are better than other things, but, like, some players are better than other players, but, like, it's such a small margin. It's probably very similar. And the amount of, like, ah, well, I lost. Like, it happens. I can't imagine getting salty because you lost Beyblades. 75% on Mr. Shoehart. Although I would also say I can't imagine getting salty because you lost Monster Rancher, but I've been salty. Lots of other people are salty. The Hopper combo? Mamma mia. Stumbled into a Beyblade tournament VOD one random night and happily found myself watching a few hours of it. I don't know if I could watch hours of it. I feel like there's not a lot of variety. Someone says to someone else, I can beat you at XYZ, there's a meta for it. It's true. Remember kids getting salty over marbles? I remember marbles, but it was more of like I have some marbles. And then my friend was like, I have some marbles too. And like, that was about it. There was no like collection craze or anything. BattleBots on TV? Yeah. I remember my friend and I made these tiny little BattleBots that worked on like mechano motors and shit. But mine would go really, really fast forward, and it didn't do anything. Kind of. I made him out of like a... It was a mechano... It was like 4 wheels made out of mechano and like a little engine that spun it. And his body was like a film canister. And then I had the lid of the film canister as like a shield. And I had one of those like compasses, like the little up compass thing you make as like a sword, as like a stabby thing. And it would just like fly forward at full speed and then hit something and fall over, right? And my friend made one that was basically like a tiny, I think it was a Hot Wheels with like shit sticking out of it. But I remember one time it flew forward and it stabbed my friend right in the hand, like during recess, and he just started bleeding everywhere. And my teacher's like, what happened? And, you know, he didn't rat me out or anything. But I had to, like, quickly take the BattleBot apart. So he couldn't, like, say, like, oh, he made a fucking robot that stabbed me. I was like, oh, I made this little thing that, like, oh, look at the little robot I made. And then I would take, like, the stabbing implement off. Okay, Mr. Shoehart's gonna win that one. Or is that 1-1? I think that was 2-1. We'll get the next one ready. No Fly Zone and Big Grem. Hexbugs and Bakugan? Yeah, I'd never played either. More of a fan of Robot Wars? The housebots are cool, but also I think that was like the thing I liked the least about it. Okay, no Fly Zone and Big Grem. Let's get a prediction going here. Prediction is live. Beat-em-on? Yeah, I remember that. But again, I was like 13 or something when that came out, and it was just not something I was interested in. I was skateboarding a lot back then. I kind of stopped doing a lot of like the nerdy shit. Like in grade 8, I think I did some Beyblade stuff. Grade 8, I played a little bit of MTG, and then I started skateboarding, and like I kind of stopped doing all that. First person I don't like housebots. So it's not even that they're bad. It's that I started with BattleBots. So the new format was like, this is wrong. They're doing it wrong. Which is like, you know, not fair. But it's just, you know. It's the same way how when someone hears one piece of information on the internet, they're like, oh, okay, that's correct. And then as soon as someone's like, actually, it's incorrect because of this, you're like, I saw a video that said the other thing, so like you're wrong. And it's not even that people are stupid about it. Some people are stupid about it, but it's just the way your brain is wired, right? If I watch a video and somebody has like a take on something, if it's a take from somebody who I like watching, if it's like a folding ideas or like an H-Bomber guy essay or something like that, and then there's another video that's on the same topic, I'm like, I already watched the H-Bomber guy video. I don't care what you think. Like, I don't say it out loud, but like I can feel the gears turning in my brain a little bit. Like, I don't need to watch that. I already saw this other thing. And it's the same thing with me in BattleBots and Robot Wars. I was like, I already saw the thing. This other thing is just inferior. 78% on Big Grem. Let's go. Oh, the big fly swatter. Let's go. Massive cultural impact of Pokemon is everywhere, is everything. It really was. And it's kind of crazy that it was only like, what, like 10 months or something between Gen 1 and Gen 2 coming out in the West? Or something. Like, it wasn't much time. It might have been like a year and a half. But, like, it felt like... That's the thing that, like, kills me about people who, like, talk shit on Gen 2. We're not going to get into it again. We're always talking about Gen 2. Gen 2 rocks, and if you don't like it, your opinions are, like, probably not very good. But, just the idea, like, they made a second one! There's more! There's 100 more Pokemon! Oh my god! Oh my god, they made a second one! It doesn't matter! It's gonna be the greatest game ever! Oh my god! People hate Gen 2, man. Again, we're not going to get into it because like I've talked about it in like 1,000 videos. Oh, the Fly Smasher! He smushed them! I remember we buried the hatchet. Oh, I'm going to be... I mean this sincerely, and I don't mean it in a mean way. People don't remember what your opinion on it was. People only remember what my opinion on it was. It's not an argument between me and you. It's an argument between me and all the haters. So it's not about you. And it's not about you in a good way. It's not about you in like a non-negative way. Still gotta beat Pokemon Crystal one day. Pokemon Crystal is real fun. What about Gen 3? I liked Gen 3, but... talking in the comments about that a week ago is what I was getting at. Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember a conversation. But I'm just saying it's like, this is a conversation I've had like 1,000 times on the channel. And it's always me against the haters. Alright. That gel's gonna win it. Uzi and Jazzy Maid. Was any bad blood? No, man. And people have been, like, really obnoxious about it. The thing that kills me is, and one of my, like, actual IRL friends, a guy I have a lot of respect for, did this shit to me, where he's like, Gen 2 is a bad game, and here's why, and then posted a 3-hour fucking video essay, and it's like, I'm not watching that, dude. Like, maybe he makes some cogent points, but, like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm a 35-year-old man. Like, I'm not watching this shit. I don't care. I don't care what fucking Small Ant, or, like, whoever it was, thinks of Gen 2. How many push-ups can he do? There you go. Predictions live. I fave Mons in every gen. Me too. Quick off top of my head. I won't... there's going to be ones I forget, but... Gen 1, Almastar or Hitmonchan. Gen 2, Feretris 100%. Gen 3... Claydol, that's my favorite overall Pokemon of all time. Gen 4, I don't really like the Gen 4 mons that much. Empoleon, maybe. Gen 5, Reuniclus, Throw, Volcarona's up there. Gen 6, Mega Scissor is pretty sick. But my overall favorite in Gen 6 is Clawitzer, like 100%. Gen 7... I don't know, Gen 7. Mudsdale, maybe? Maybe Mudsdale? Or Guzzlord. I really like Guzzlord. Gen 8, Runerigus, or... I like the weird shit.
I want to play video games.
The reindeer Stantler? Who? Hey! That Jandrelon, thank you. Very kind of you. Where are we? Gen 8. Runerigus. Rillaboom's good. I really like Rillaboom. I'm a big Thwacky fan. People hate Thwacky, and that shit kills me, because Thwacky's sick as hell. Also, Gen 6 Chestnut. Chestnut might be my overall favorite starter. Everybody liking Jazzy Maid here. Gen 9. Squawkabilly's up there. I really like Squawkabilly. Tinkaton is up there. Oh, there's actually a lot of good mons in Gen 9. The Ice Arrow. Aegislash and Goodra are my favorites in Gen 6. Goodra's pretty cool too. I like Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is who I played through Gold with the first time. Glimmora? Glimmora's good too. I like Glimmora. Damn. What's the old Amoonguss brute cap or whatever his name is? Brute Bonnet. He's sick. Alright, Jazzy Maid gonna win that 2-0. Cannon Doom and Shido are up next. Slitherwing? Slitherwing is the old Volcarona, right? The one that's like fighting type? God, everyone voted for her, eh? Holy moly. Prediction is live. Great Tusk is my favorite of the old paradoxes. Old paradoxes for me. Brute Bonnet's up there. It's probably Brute Bonnet. I also like Revavroom. I really like Revavroom. I really just like the weird shit. But Gen 9's also got a lot of stuff that like I forget about all the time. Like what's the name of the thing that evolves into God, I forget the name of the other thing too. Is it Flittle? Flittle is a weird, like, there's a lot of, like, forgettable stuff in Gen 9, I think. Flittle and Esparta, yeah. 74% on Shadowr. The big Cyclone miss. Oh, I really like Mabostiff, too. Mabostiff is sick. Unknown's their favorite Pokemon? Probably. I drew a Spartha and Frigiraffe for my wife. Frigiraffe is a pretty cool design, too. Can it run Doom? Up 1-0. After Gen Scarlet Violet, I don't know anything. I don't know much about Scarlet and Violet. Well, the only things after Scarlet Violet are new Megas. Well, and the DLC, I guess. I think Monkey Dory. Was it Monkey Doki? Or is it Monkey Dory? I think Monkey Dory is better. It's Okie Doggy. It's Okie Doggy. That's what it is. He's landing the Cyclones. If it's after Gen 4 and hasn't been featured in a Wolfie VGC video, I don't know it. It is Monkey Dory and Okie Dogie, yeah. Monkey Dory Literature Club? Yeah, exactly. I need them to give me another game with Huntail in it. The Clamperl Evos are kind of interesting. So anyway, I started blasting. I started fist missiling. Astroman DX and the Moose Surprise. The Moose Surprise this week is Nick Ribcage. Okay. Prediction is live. Do you miss the dungeon crawls in Gen 8 DLC? I have not bought any DLC for a Pokemon game. That doesn't mean anything. That's not like a value judgment or whatever. Just, I didn't even finish Gen 9. I got up to, like, I just unlocked the Elite Four and then I didn't bother. As a kid, I was way too annoyed about how Blastoise was able to get 2 bazookas on evolution. No other Pokemon got that kind of Digimon treatment. Yeah, I had the same feeling as a kid. Like, what the hell? Why does he, like, get cannons? Alright. Nobody bet on this. We're gonna do one more prediction. Here we go. Get your bets in, if you care. Why does your mom let you have 2 cannons? Why does your Mega Mom let you have 3 cannons? Everyone hating on Garbodor so much, I unironically think he's super cute. Trubbish is pretty cute. Garbodor is a goofy mon, but like, I would take the design philosophy of like Garbodor over fucking Zeraora any day. 81% on Astroman DX. That's a good call because Nick Ribcage is not good against tanks. Zeraora is, I don't know, man. They made their own Garu, right? Shrubbish looks like they have a great personality. You mean Shroomish or Trubbish? Is their aura just furry bait? You tell me, brother. He's just chilling with Fury. He's not actually that angry. Not that angry at all. Alright, game number 2, Astroman DX. That was a crit. Holy moly. Another one. They're about even, though. Jumping stab, it crits, he gets the grit. He's still in it. Nick Ribcage won't go down. Won't back down. He's dead. Alright. Shroomish is sassy to be sure. For sure. Greyloom's a pretty cool mon. I like Shroomish as, like, a design. Alright. Moose Surprise doing pretty bad. Alright, we're on our last round. I think we're just going to do the one this time. Maybe we'll do some more tomorrow. Because I can stream tomorrow. We can do more DXBL. I don't have anything else planned. So what I'm thinking is just the bipedal fox thing? Yes. Sexhaver and Mr. Shoeheart up next. I think I saw this movie. Breloom being like a fighting type with T-Rex arms was always really funny to me. Okay, prediction is live. Unironically, Zeraora might be the worst designed Pokemon IMO. Everything else is like... I don't know what... Zeraora is just awful. What, a plush Lucario combo breaker with the prize money? Felt appropriate to get a fighting type? Sick. One of the later mons I really grew to love is Rowlet. I don't know why my heart just melts every Rowlet depiction. Rowlet's like perfect. Dartrix is one of my favorites. I was so close to buying a Dartrix plush when I went to Japan. I got a couple of others. I got a Hitmonchan. I got this guy who sits on my desk at all times. But I almost got a Dartrix too. I kind of didn't. Like, I was like, I don't want to buy all these little trinkets and shit. Okay, 52% on Mr. Shoeheart. Always go Hitmonchan over Hitmonlee. As a kid, I was Hitmonlee over Hitmonchan. And as I got older, Hitmonchan became a much more interesting design to me. When Hitmontop came out, he was my favorite for sure. I had the book. I had the Prima Strategy Guide for Gold. It might have been Brady Games, but and it told you that you had to have defense and attack exactly even to get the Hitmontop. That's the only way to get it. So I just sat there like grinding it out as a child, saving and like reloading, and I eventually got it, and I was so happy. And then I was like, what the hell is Rapid Spin? Why do I need this? Definitely had an emo skater gothy phase where he had a thirst trap and grayscale profile pick too. Did I? Folks, is he right or is he wrong? Folks who have been on the channel long. Anyway, Sexhaver. Can't even imagine. Goat, I think you know the answer to this. Okay, Sexhaver's gonna take it. There, let me show my grayscale thirst trap. 1 sec. Let me find it on Facebook real quick. This doesn't. Anyway. Elijah Wood, is that you? That's me. That joke works a lot better because I used to look like that. I don't really look like Elijah Wood anymore. Yeah, you want to see this is the most aura I've ever had in my life in this picture. Elijah Bones. Look at this shit. This is me at 2 years old. I'll never be this cool again, man. This shit is so sick. I love it. I still have those headphones. I still have that recorder. Remixing some NWA. I think my dad listening to NWA might have like actually killed him. Anyway. Would have been a cool profile pic. It was for a while. And then I let the Alpine play. I was bumping new shit from NWA. It was gangster from the top of the list. I put my own shit on and went something like this. Cruising down the street in my 6'4". Slapping the bitches. Slapping the hoes. I forget what the first line is. Went to the park to get the scoop. Anyway. Dynamite hack cover was huge in like 99-1000, yeah. Woke up at about noon, just knew that I had to be in Compton soon. Started talking trash, wouldn't you know? I reached back like a pimp and I slapped that hoe, and then her father got angry and he started to shout. So I threw it right across and knocked his old ass out. And the boys in the hood are always hard. Come talking that trash and we'll pull your card. Anyway. Maybe the whitest song ever written. Prediction? Or ever sang. They didn't write it. Ain't nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, I ain't said shit. Dynamite Hack's pretty good, though. Download that off Napster. I'm pretty sure that's where I heard it first, too. You ever listen to, we've been talking about a lot of older, like, late 2000s, early 90s. You ever listen to Digger? D-I-G-G-E-R, and the song I Want My Hat Back? That song, that's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's so fucking sick. I don't want to talk to you. You don't seem to understand that. Don't come around my house unless you got my hat. It's gonna be that simple. I want my hat back. Fucking sick song. Me, Myself, and I with 80%. The big Meteor Drive miss. Kung Fu miss. Spin miss. Everybody's missing. Jimmy's Chicken Shack, yes. What was the one song? The big song? If you say the name, I'll be able to sing it. Do Right, yeah. Yeah. Lazy Girl? Do Right's the one I was thinking of. We got any, like, Dead Hot Workshop fans in the chat? Bonnie Rocks, up 1-0. Kung Fu Blow, big miss. Kamikaze? 50% on that? Holy moly. The double tail swing, the triple tail swing, and into the giant. Okay, he's pissed about that, man. Don't recognize the name. What they do? I think they were like an Arizona band. They were like an alt rock, late '90s, mid '90s. I guess they'd be kind of early '90s too. Just the 90s. Kind of like a post-grunge type vibe. Not the greatest band in the world or anything. I just thought of them. Bunny Rocks takes it. 2-1. Bumped Good Charlotte a while back and they had me going alright. That was a thing. Wait, who went out of Sex Haver and Mr. Shoeheart? I've already forgotten. Fuck. Also, Player 3, thank you. I think Sex Haver won, right? Yeah. Moose, Surprise, and Big Grem. Here we go. You voted for Monkey and Lost? Gotcha. Well, that would explain it. Good Charlotte was never really my thing. You know, the anthem was like the biggest song in the world for like 3 weeks, so obviously I know them, and I know the song like by heart. But they fill the same slot in my brain as like a Simple Plan, where I was starting to like get more and more into like traditional punk music at the time, and I was starting to move away from like, you know, radio pop punk. And even back then I was like, this just sounds like bad Blink-182. And then obviously there's like pretty big differences in the vibes once you like know more about the genres and whatever, but it was just like it never really did anything for me. Okay, prediction is live. If you want a band like that, you know, if you're a Good Charlotte fan, or like you liked Good Charlotte and you're like, this band's kind of cool, like re-listening to it, and you want something that's like, you know, maybe a little bit more interesting musically, but like similar vibe, you could listen to like a Cauterize or something. Cauterize and their song Choke is kind of like, what if Good Charlotte was good? I guess, kinda. Also, like, that song's got like a sick bass solo in it. Into Dutch punk back then? What are some Dutch punk bands? I like a lot of Swedish punk bands. I'm a big Millencolin fan. I'm a big Adhesive fan. Adhesive is like, both of those are like maybe my top 10 of all time. Big Graham with the instant win, by the way. The double snowstorm? No crit this time. I'm not even gonna pretend I know how to pronounce that. Dutch Misfits? Damn, that sounds sick. Come on, Nick. You can't go 0-3. You got him. It's not gonna be enough. I don't think it's gonna be enough. It's not enough. Just means reinforced concrete. That's a good name for a band, honestly. Big Graham beats his ass. Nick Ribcage goes back to the acid mines. She-Doer and Uzi up next. This has been a fun night. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We've got a couple of matches left. A cool thing on Blue Sky now is if I can just post that I'm live on Twitch, and anybody who like clicks on my profile picture will be taken to the stream, which I don't think has happened. I don't think anybody's clicked through tonight, but pretty cool function. Okay. Prediction is live. What do you guys like? Big Dumb Kids. The great sample of songs of theirs. I'm gonna take them I'm gonna take him for a spin tonight. Van Misfits. This is Top Chat YouTube. Yep. Van Misfits is pretty good. Did you guys know Van Morrison meant the Morrison? 62% on Shidur. Alright. 30%? I haven't seen my moms fight in a while. That's just because they're doing well. We might run some rank C tomorrow. He's landed one Cyclone in every set. That's pretty good. Can't really be mad at him. He hasn't won any set, but he's doing his best. Doing his damnedest. Jump and chop, gonna take it. I'm running in a Cyclone. I rip, rap, and rabble when I time travel. Something when the beats that I gravel. I don't know. When I'm in your head, your thoughts become lead. I don't know. I don't remember like any of the words. Now you got me running around your area code. The slap, the double slap with power. He misses the second one. Will he have enough time to do anything? No, he's gonna get withered. Oh, this is close. I think Uzi takes it though. Yep. Up by 2.3%. Who's he gonna take it? 2-1. Shidur, pretty good chance. Snow Day and Can It Run Doom. Here we go. Stack Cap 3500. Can I find the stipulations on Discord? For this, yes. You can type !DXBL. Oh no, you can't. You're on YouTube. It's in the description, maybe? No, it wouldn't be. Here, let me just post this. Let me post this on YouTube. Okay, predictions are alive. Who do you guys like? Two speedy boys, one int, one pow. I've been thinking of like new karaoke songs to do, and there's not a lot of like popular songs left that I'm like super hyped on. I'm like starting to like get to the point where it's like I already do like a lot of like obscure shit because it's, you know, it's my friend group and I know what they listen to. Cruel Angel's Thesis, it's been done a couple of times. I've never tried it, but a couple of my friends who are like super weeb and are fluent in Japanese have done it at karaoke for me, and it makes me smile. 57%. You can't do Cum Sus or Todd though, because that's just a fucking bring down. That's a way to like kill the entire vibe. 58% on Snow Day. Here we go. Okay. He's been hitting that a lot. Crazy Town's Butterfly, that's another staple for sure. You know what I should do next time? I should do Institutionalized by the Suicidal Tendencies. I could fucking nail that. That would be sick. Oh. Wonder if it's too long. Might be too long of a song. Monster Hunter anime opening? Nah. Police Truck by Dead Kennedys. I've done a couple of Kennedy songs. The Viva Las Vegas cover, I used to do a lot. California Ubral is obviously. Monster Hunter 4 opening? No, I only sing good songs. Or, like, songs that are fun to sing. And that's not either. If the song is bad, it has to be fun to sing. And I can't just go up there and sing like this for the whole song. I'm singing like I have a gun to my head. I don't wanna sing this song. I'm being paid though. Like, that's the entire vibe. Like, and then there's fucking... They got the Venga bus coming in the background, though. What's with that song, man? What an awful song. Hook by Blues Traveler. The hook brings you back. I didn't blow down love. I don't know like any of the other songs. Any of the other words. Just do the fucking solo. That'd be sick. Kill the Poor. Vengeance in a progress was ours once more. Now that we have the new Tehran bomb. Prediction is live. It's nice and clean and quick and gets things done. Ba-da-da-dum. Away with excess enemies. No less valued or property. I can't really like belt it out because Tiana's sleeping right now, but no sense in war but perfect sense at home. Do 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 bow down. Da 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 da. It's sick. I should do that. The Suffering? I've done Favorite House Atlantic. But that's a very specific time in the night where I'm drunk enough to attempt it, and I'm not so far gone that I've lost my voice yet. Your eyes tell the story. Again, I have to do falsetto because I can't like project the volume I would need to be able to hit the note. Good eye sniper, I'll shoot you. Okay, 59% on Bombbird. Ace of Base. There's some good Ace of Base songs for karaoke. Killing Moon. What about Cutter? Send us the gutter. Immigrant Song is one of those songs you only get me when I'm very drunk. That's a fun one. I don't think I've ever sung it. What did I do last time? Okay, the Predator won that, right? Last time, what are the fun songs I did? I did Dragula. I did Halloween by the Misfits. I did The Boy Who Destroyed the World. It was Halloween. So we were doing a lot of spooky songs. Once there was a boy who had a vibrant glow. Whoa. As it comes, it was taken from him. I swear I'm a better singer than like the bullshit I'm putting out right now. I'm not a great singer, but I'm significantly better than what I'm half-assing right now. Again, I can't project right now. That I am the one. I did Yeah, I did the old apartment. I did radio. Shaking like a dog shitting razor blades. Waking up next to nothing. I've been dreaming of you and me. Waking up all alone. Waking up so relieved when you... Anyway. I did Grand Theft Autumn. Where is your boy tonight? I hope he is a gentleman. That one's tough because it starts a cappella, so you have to just get the the pitch right immediately. Okay, predictions live. Who do you guys like? Shine? Nah. I've done what's that shitty Fuel song I was singing earlier? She calls me from the cold. And just like I was low, feeling short of stable. Shimmer? She says that love is for fools who fall behind. And can I be your friend? That's ba 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 ba. Live? Nah, man. The Puddle of Mud version of About a Girl, that's probably what it would sound like if I tried to sing it too. I sang About a Girl at the very first show I ever played in my life. And because it is so hard, it's so surprisingly hard to sing. It was disastrous. 100% on Astroman. Submitted the monster, I think. It said response recorded or something similar. Cool. Awesome, man. We'll put you in one of the next ones. If you participate, will I have to have my game running? No. Live is the weirdo band with the lyrics about placenta. Yeah, Live is maybe the most bewildering band to have ever gotten popular. Lightning crashes. A new hopper dies. Oh, what a feeling. Getting flick comboed again. Like a rolling. He doesn't even have rolling slash, so that the whole bit I was gonna make doesn't work. Like a flash slash. The galley opens her eyes. The confusion settles in. Dude. Oh, the flick combo. Prezioso gonna take it. Alright. Real close. We practiced for months to try and nail something in the way. Yeah, I don't know what it is about his voice. It's like, even if you hit the notes, the tones and the inflections are so specific that if you don't hit them, the song sounds wrong. And like, 1-1? Maybe it's 1-1. I'm just saying stuff. But yeah, like, About a Girl is like way higher than it sounds at first. My band used to cover Lounge Act. We covered Lounge Act and Big Cheese. Oops. Does resting remove all stress? That's the last thing I need to do with my monsters to get the bad nature stress bonus. It doesn't remove all of it. It does remove a good chunk though. Alright, so Prezioso wins that one. And we're on our last match of the night. We got No Fly Zone and Jazzy Maid. Like I said, tonight's just going to be a short night. I did do like an hour of like really intense boxing cardio right before this, so I'm a little drained. And I also had to get up super early this morning. I was up at 6 for work. So I will, we'll be back tomorrow. Aneurysm Territorial Pissings. Territorial Pissings is a song that I've heard so much, I've kind of like gotten sick of it. But it is a very good song. And I really, really like the Comeback Kid cover. The Comeback Kid cover of Territorial Pissings is one of my favorite covers of all time. Okay, prediction is live. Who you guys like? D7? That's one we ended up grinding through. Yeah, I mean, I have the whole box set. I have the... What's it called when the lights go out or something? I got that shit for Christmas in like grade 9 or 10. And so like I listened to all of the B-sides and all of, like the weirdo tracks. Beans. I don't like you. I'm gonna beat you up. Bum, 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 bum. Beans, beans, beans. 87% on Jazzy Made. You're on Switch to clarify, so you cannot use the tool to show stress. Yeah, that's a tough one. If you want, join the Discord and you can post your monster. If you upload it, other people can check for you. And people in the community have done that like millions of times. No Fly Zone with the big Fly Smasher. Fly Smasher's been putting in a lot of work today. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, the Discord is in the description of the video. Do I play any instruments? I do. I got this bad boy right here. It's too quiet. You can't hear it, but pretend I was doing some sick tapping. Jazzy Made wins game number 2. Whoa. Amber is the color of your energy. That's a... I fucking hate 311. Jazzy Made with the big power icicle. Thinking the Mustangs have been wanting to get into bass. Sick. Do you know Wonderwall? I forget it. I used to know it because, you know, I played guitar in high school. Yeah, this is a sound gear, 5-string sound gear. One of the cheapest 5-strings you can get that like doesn't suck ass. I think I spent like $1,200 on it. Really like the color though. It's like a purpley gray pearlescent. Depends on how the light hits it. It's either like gray or like a fuchsia-ish. It's not really showing. And play some so that's getting picked up. I don't know. Found a crack on your Switch screen? That was what was that? That was fucking I forget the song. Lower It by AFI. It's a sick riff. Here, one sec. I don't know. Bad Mama Jama on bass? No. Get a kill switch and play Jordan on bass? Play Black Betty? Probably. Last time we did this, someone's like, play Feel Good Inc., and I had never played it before, and I figured it out in like 2 seconds. What about like a... It's not coming through at all. It's not coming through at all. One sec. How close does it have to be? What kind of weird fucking... It's getting picked up in my... Hold on. Let's turn off the noise gate. You can hear the pick, yeah. Oh, it's too hard to play it like this. Too hard to play it like the contrabass. Miserloo? I don't know. At some point, I'm not trying to show off, I'm just fucking around. I don't think there's like anything lamer than like trying to show off like, look what I can play. Unless you're like 10 years old, in which case it's sick as hell. Heard the lower E slapping back? Hell yeah. I was I was also playing like 200 BPM the Trooper. But it's fine. It's fine, it doesn't matter at all. We're just fucking around. Look how fast I can run in my new shoes. That's exactly the same vibe. I had a roommate, or I rented a room from a guy who was like in his 40s, who would be like that. He would be like, oh, look at this new thing I learned how to play on guitar. And then he would go like, it's like, cool, man. I'm gonna go have sex with my girlfriend. What a fucking loser, man. Anyway, let's take a look at our standings. I just think it's like a really funny bit to like be like playing really fast and like no one can hear anything and they're just like, I have to believe that he's playing good. Wait. Jazzy made win it, yes. Did I not realize how funny and aggravating it is? Yeah, but I mean, you're a child when you're making those, when you're saying those things. It's fine. It's okay to be stupid when you're a small kid. Anyway, Sex Havern, Bunny Rocks with the 3 and O's. Very good, very good. Mr. Shoehart, Prezioso, myself and I, Predator, Jazzy made all with the 2 and 1. Snow Day with a 1. What? I fucked that up. Bombird, No Fly Zone, Astroman with a 1 and 2 record. Uzi Big Rem. So these are both 2 and 1. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the fuck happened there? Who got a tie? Okay, Snow Day went. Oh, this is a tie for some reason. There's 2 like that. Snow Day beat Can It Run Doom. So Snow Day has a 2 and 1 and Can It Run Doom has a 1 and 2. Okay, that's fine. Bombird, No Fly Zone, Astroman, Uzi, Big Ram with a 1 and 2. And then Shedoer and Moose Surprise, my guy, got an 0 and 3. Very sad. Ghost Ribbon, thank you for the gift sub. Very kind of you. Super fun. But yeah, I do think it would be a pretty sick bit to just keep going like, look at this new thing I played, I learned. And then it's just like, okay, nobody can hear that? Great. It's sick. You just have to believe me, it rocks. The hardest things I know how to play on bass are probably like The Horse by Wilhelm Scream, and like I learned how to play the Chill Penguin bass line, which is fucking crazy. Originally in the video for what's it called, the What's the video where I start off from like, hey, look at this. Sorry that I'm late, but I bought a bass. Oh, that was the DQM video. In the DQM video, I'm playing Walking Away by Streetlight Manifesto / Catch 22. And originally I was going to do the Chill Penguin theme, but it's so fucking tough, man. I couldn't get it live. Like I couldn't like record like a 40-second section that was really, really clean start to finish. Sample, please. Sample of what? A horse? I haven't played it in like 6 months, but I'm pretty sure. Actually starts down here. I am just waiting in a room. I only sleep but half the time. I'd have to look it up again to see exactly how it's played, but Big and everything goes numb. Oh, that's what I gotta do at next karaoke. When it's my birthday and I get to be really self-indulgent, I gotta do point counterpoint. All right, let's raid somebody. I'm gonna go to sleep, and then we will be back tomorrow. We'll probably be playing some more Monster Rancher. Let's raid some Hot Dad. How do you Guapen Baton? I guess I can just like look it up and then someone will pronounce it for me. I'm gonna go raid a Hot Dad. We'll go say hi. But I'm getting sleepy. Super fun stream tonight. I really, really enjoyed it. Sometimes when I have to stream a tournament, I'm like, oh, I'm not really into it. But this was super good. You guys were great. Loved hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Twitch chat cheer, a max of 999. Then I press.
I love a sunrise in my fall. The morning breeze.